is 20 seconds. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay. Rap your city. Let me see the mic. Rap your city. Give me the mic. Rap your city. I got you. Rap your city. I'm gonna tell you about mine. Rap your city.
It's time for us to go live, so rep your city. I really would appreciate if y'all roll with me. Feeling this music cause it makes me wanna step. And if you don't want it to, then you lying to yourself. Cause every time we party, we gon' have fun. I don't know about you, but I'ma rep where I'm from.
Rap your city. Okay. Rap your city. Let me see the mic. Rap your city. Give me the mic. Rap your city.
Yo, 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 what's up, y'all? My name is Artistic, and I'm back again on Fresh Fridays. This is Rep Yo City Fresh Fridays, RYC Live, Rep Your City Fresh Fridays, and we are back once again. How's everybody doing out there tonight on this Fresh Friday? So, as you all know, we have a show tonight with a special guest. He is in the backstage area. But before I bring him out, we just like to say peace and love for those that have tuned in. Keep it locked and loaded to this channel and to this platform. And if you have not done so already, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go to RYC Live on our YouTube channel. That's RYC Live. Subscribe to the channel so that you can keep up with our latest shows. Also, if you'd like to be a guest on a future show, please send us an email to ryclive@yahoo.com. That's ryclive@yahoo.com, and someone from the team will get back to you to try to book you for a future date for a future show. All right? Yeah. Also, we'd like to encourage everyone, if you have not done so, please come down and check us out at the Chicago Hip Hop Heritage Museum. We're located at 4505 South Indiana. That's 4505 South Indiana. And we're there by appointments throughout the weekend, the weekends, but specifically we're open for guided tours on Wednesdays and Saturdays from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. That's Wednesdays and Saturdays from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. You can catch me or my partner, Kingdom or Brian Gorman. Again, 4505 South Indiana, the Chicago Hip Hop Heritage Museum. All right, so we do this each and every Friday night at 8 p.m. right here on this channel. Rep Your City, RYC Live, Chicago, Fresh Fridays. So, we got a couple of events we're going to be highlighting throughout the segment tonight. So it's a lot going on. It's great to be alive in 2024 and still, representing hip hop, after all these years. So it's a blessing. I just want to send a super shout out before we get into the segment to the Citizen newspaper from Hyde Park. I had got my personal copy today from our homeboy Akbar from the Mental Giants. And I just want to send a shout out to the publishers of this newspaper for highlighting us on the front cover. Thank you so much in honor of the Chicago Hip Hop Heritage Museum. So I want to send a shout out to, Tia Carol Jones, who is the managing editor over at the Citizen newspaper. Thank y'all for continually showing us some love. This was in honor and representation for Black History Month, even though we make history every day, not just 1 month out of the year, but we represent every day. So again, thank y'all for the support and the love. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our guest tonight. He goes by the name of DJ Ram. He is in the backstage area. This interview has been a long time in coming. Please, everyone that's tuned in, could you share this broadcast? Share it to a friend, to a family, to a crewmate. Anyone that you think might be interested in learning about more about the history of Chicago hip hop artists. And in this case tonight, we have a DJ on deck. He's actually going to give us a little short performance at the end, so you don't want to miss it. So make sure you watch the entire segment. All right. Again, share this broadcast to a friend, to a family, or a crewmate. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our guest for tonight. His name is DJ Ram. There he is. What's up, my brother?
What's going on, King?
Welcome to the show, my brother.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Long time in coming. So,
Yeah.
Hey, man, what we do on this platform is for us.
Yeah.
And anyone that's interested in learning about what we have done, what we are currently doing, and what we're working on in the future. So we do have people tuned in already. And once again, I always encourage everyone to share this broadcast. And for those that may miss this broadcast during the live broadcast, you can always go back and watch the playback on our Facebook page, which is RYC Live /Rep Your City, or you can go to our YouTube channel, which is RYC Live. All right.
Dope.
So, man, let's get right into it, man. I just want to say, man, I was looking for a sheet of paper. Back in the 90s, I used to publish a magazine called Chicago Rocks. And somebody had written, I don't know if, and it could have been you, but I'm not sure. But somebody had submitted a short article about DJ Ram that was going to go in our magazine. And for some reason, I don't know if I ever connected with you at the time or whatever, but somebody had typed up a little short summary about, and I'm assuming that was you. I'm just assuming that if you didn't do it, somebody did it in, in representation of you, because back then people used to submit a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And when I had mentioned it to my homie Jay, he said, well, it's only one DJ Ram, so it had to be him. Somebody must have wrote up something, and I cannot find the article. I know I have it, but I got to kind of look because I got a lot of archives. But when I find it, I'm going to send it to you.
I don't recall. I mean, I'm not one to always throw a feather in my hat or whatever. I'm kind of just low key. I'm not competitive at all.
Okay.
So I'm not braggadocious. I mean, unless someone asked me to do that, then I would have did that. But I can't remember what I had for breakfast. I don't know. I can't remember. When was that? Like 90s?
Yeah, this was in the 90s. Yes. Yeah.
It could be.
Yeah.
I have no clue, brother.
So I have to find it. I was looking for it last night, and I just didn't have enough time to keep looking for it. But when I come across it, I'm going to definitely send it to you, because if I'm not mistaken, I think it was, like I say, if you didn't do it, somebody else did on your behalf.
That would have been dope.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So let's go all the way back to the beginning, man, because, Chicago, the whole purpose of this platform with this particular segment is to highlight hip hop history, and in Chicago specifically. And, a lot of people don't understand that, we had two movements growing and developing together at the same time. We had the house culture, and then we had hip hop culture right here in Chicago growing and developing simultaneously. And yet some people I believe some people don't understand the magnitude of the two of those growing at the same time and the impact that they had on our city. So can you talk a little bit about how you got, first of all, what year did you start DJing?
I believe I was like a sophomore in high school, man.
Okay.
I'm an alumni of Corliss High School, south side of Chicago. Me and the late great Kurt Harden started DJing together. So I would say whatever you were in sophomore, maybe 16, 15, 16, something like that.
Okay.
And and it just stayed in a practicing stage for about really 4 strong years. I mean, we did like the school sock hops and stuff like that. I even did a couple of skating rinks and stuff as a guest DJ.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, like around yeah 84.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
So that was right around the breakdance craze in that year.
yeah, it was a lot going on. I mean,
Yeah.
it was very cultural back then. I mean, it was very it was so serious,
Mm,
especially for house music. It was a lot of I mean, house DJs was really trying to make a name for themselves.
hmm
And
hmm
I really never had my finger on just one genre. I just whatever moved me, whatever I thought sounded good,
hmm
I just tried to play around with that, and it benefits me now. You know what I'm saying? Because I never was stuck on one genre,
Okay.
and I just played whatever people liked. And you're just so anxious to play music for whoever wanted you to play music.
Okay.
So and back then, just trying to. I guess I'm getting out of the out of the question, but I'll
Yeah.
let you get to all that later.
Okay.
But yeah, like 80, 84.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Mm-hmm.
that was a great year. I remember clearly for myself. I started off as a b-boy.
Mm-hmm.
So, I danced to the DJ's beat. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And, and back then, even prior and during 84, I was listening to WBMX.
Who wasn't? Yeah.
Okay. And, it was something about the magic that those DJs, gave us on the radio on a Friday and Saturday night
Yep.
that was just, unforgettable, you
That's
know.
like, man,
so
that was crazy.
So what was it like? Like what was what inspired you to become a DJ?
That's a good question. I guess that's everybody's question. I mean, people ask DJs.
Yeah.
Um, just the music, man.
Okay.
Music kept me out of a lot of trouble. Being focused on music, it was something that grabbed me, kept a hold on me.
Okay.
Back then, you could have been into anything. You know what I'm saying? Back in the '80s, you could have been gang banging.
Hmm.
You could have been striker plating cars, stealing cars. I mean, you could have been doing anything. But the music, and like you said, WBMX and all that. Shout out to KKC and
Mhm.
WNUR, and of
Mhm.
course the unforgettable WHBK.
No doubt.
Um, that I dabbled in too. Um, but it was just things like that, and it was almost like magic when you're hearing that on the radio. When you're hearing Farley and the guys from WBMX, you hear them just doing their shows on BMX, and you're like, how is this happening? You're like,
Mhm.
but it was happening everywhere. It was happening in New York,
Mhm.
Mr. Magic. It was happening. It was happening a little bit everywhere. Every state city had their station like that. We just wasn't too hip to it. We was just stuck on
Mhm.
WBMX and all that. But that was a great inspiration. And my neighborhood, where I'm from, it was a lot of DJs. I mean, like on every other block, and
Okay.
a lot of the guys were a little bit older than me.
Okay. Now
Um,
for the record,
yeah, we
what neighborhood were you from?
from 111th and Morgan,
Oh, okay.
110th,
Okay.
110th, and 110th place to be exact.
Okay.
Morgan, right off, between Halston and Vincennes area.
Nice.
So I mean, a lot of those guys. I mean, you got. I mean, if you want me to start naming, but yeah, just saw all those guys like that, and they were maybe 2-3 years older than I was. So
Mm.
it was like, I mean, guys collecting records, and I thought that was intriguing. Like, damn, I didn't have the money, of course, like that. So, but one of my best friends, KC Bayou rather. He goes by Bayou right now. Keith Carthens. I'll just put it out there. I used to go over his house a lot, and he was right around the corner from me, directly right around the corner. So he went to Young, and he was just more serious into it. So to have friends like that who was in the culture, it kept me sharp. So he kept my sword sharp, and learned off of him and learned off of the other guys, like I said, and the radio, and over here and over there. You had Mendo, you had this, you had that going on. But basically, we were homegrown, me and my buddy Keith, and we just kept practice. We just practice. I mean, we went crazy practicing. So yeah.
Now here's a I think this is an important question, because I think this probably stopped or slowed down a lot of people that wanted to be a DJ simply because they couldn't afford at that young age the equipment.
Yeah.
How were you able to attain equipment back then?
Man, look, I really didn't. Like I said, I would go over my friend's house and practice on his equipment.
Gotcha.
You know, I come from a big family, so we wasn't that, we didn't have it like that.
Yeah.
Wasn't dirt poor by any means, but it was more other things that was more a priority than DJ equipment at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, I would borrow my friends' equipment, like for a weekend or whatever the case, and because I was so adamant about it, man.
Yeah.
And just practice. We had practice sessions and things like that, and everybody pretty much had a mixed match turntable, in the neighborhood, and we made it do what it do.
Yeah.
I mean, straight up from the bottom up, we made it do what it do, man. We was grinding, Jack. Straight up, we was grinding. I mean, but it was fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was just fun hustling. It was fun trying to figure it out. Was even fun.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And it contributes to a lot of things right now. And I'm glad it was like that. I'm glad I didn't have it easy.
Okay.
I'm glad I didn't have it easy. I still really don't have it easy, but I have the tools that I need.
Okay.
And I'm blessed by the best. So
now, did you ever get to the point to where you became anyone's DJ specifically?
As of like a rapper or something?
Right.
No.
Okay.
But I've done work. I did cuts for Rhyme Fest.
Okay.
Moman production.
Nice.
Just a lot of odd jobs.
Okay.
Just a lot of odd jobs. Again, I wasn't trying to be that committed.
Okay.
I had offers,
okay.
but I wasn't that committed. I was more focused on myself. Actually, I was pushing the hell out of Rhyme Fest too.
Okay.
He'll never tell that story. But I found Rhyme Fest on a bus stop.
Wow.
95th and Jeffrey.
Okay.
And he was rhyming on a bus stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
I lived over there at the time.
Okay.
I was married and I lived around there at the time. And he was just a little kid with his McDonald's uniform going to work. And he had a notebook. I was at the light. He was just rehearsing and stuff like that. So, but that's a whole nother story. You want to know more about it? I'll tell you about it, whatever.
Nice.
I even introduced him to Kanye.
Okay.
My sister dated Kanye for 4 or 5 years or whatever.
Okay.
They were in high school to Eisenhower, so I introduced them two together.
Okay.
They'll never tell that story though, but
wow.
It's a lot of dirtbag shit. Hey man, but you know what? If that makes them feel better, and hey, it is what it is. God, hey,
yeah,
salute to them, brother.
Yeah. All right, let's talk a little bit about your particular style or technique as a DJ.
My particular style is open format now.
Okay.
and it got a lot to do where I reside right now.
Mm.
Because I have to play a little bit of everything.
Mm.
Okay, I could play house, I could play hip hop. You know that, everybody know that. I could play house, and live instrument, drums, disco, whatever. I could play anything,
Mm.
and I could play it very, very well. And people know that. They might not even say that, but they know that.
Mm.
And if you know me, you know. Um, but as I get older, I don't want to be just stuck in a box. So I play. I think you limit your talent when you just play one genre of music. I don't care how fun it is, how it's like a sweet spot that you're scared to get out of.
Mm.
And I think that a lot of DJs are discounting themselves by doing that. But if they're happy in the genres that they play, that one or two genre that they always play, that's cool too. But I play right now I play a lot of edits. I play the underdogs music.
Okay.
Guys who make their music in the attics and in the basements and use formats to sell their music and make a little change and while still holding their day job. But they're like the dopest dudes.
Yeah.
They're the
Yeah.
dopest cats, man. These homegrown dudes are the illest. I think that we need to evolve more and start tapping into um, homegrown music. I mean, they may be um, resculpturing other
Mm.
people's music,
Mm-hmm.
but the way it's done and with the equipment, you can freak stuff and everything. I think a lot of DJs are stuck in a time zone,
Okay.
and which makes them gatekeepers
Mm.
and it hold other talent back. You know what I mean? And we need to get out of that. It's okay to be dope. It's okay. It's okay to be great and known. But you're holding the key. You got the key in your freaking bra. Let it out. Give it to other people. That's dope. And another thing is it could just be insecurity.
Mm.
So therefore, I play a little bit of everything. I play a lot of people's music. I play. You make something. If it's dope, you guarantee I'm gonna play it
That's what's up.
because I'm not a hater.
Yeah.
I'm more
Yeah.
about getting it heard. I want to take it back to what it should be. Breaking music.
Yes.
It
Yes.
should it should be breaking music. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
break music. You can only play this artist so many times, and people expect you to play it, so they hire you to play this, and these guys are sharing folders and shit. They just playing the same shit a different way at
Mm.
different times.
Mm-hmm.
Play other people's music and make your own music. Like
Yeah.
my buddy, he's making his own music, and he's allowing me to give my artistry, my 2 cents in there or whatever, like JMD or whoever.
Yeah.
These guys are making their own music, and they straight 10 toes down,
Yeah.
getting it, hustling it. You know, so
Yeah. I was just thinking about when you was talking about breaking music because that's exactly what WHBK and WNUR was doing for us in the early days,
yeah,
because, we wasn't able to, a lot of us wasn't going back and forth to New York, coming back with the latest and the greatest,
mhm,
right? So we had to rely on the two main radio stations here at the time that was playing it. And that was, if you was on the South side, it was HBK. If you was on the North side, it was WNUR.
yeah,
And so they not only played the artists music that was out at the time that was climbing up the mainstream ladder, but they played local artists as well. and
yeah,
and like you said, that's what they did as DJs. They broke the music because I remember 1986 when I first heard uh Rakim with My Melody on
hmm
WHBK,
hmm
and I had no idea who he was, but I liked I liked the song.
yeah,
And then it was just like, was playing, and then it was playing, and it was playing. And when I heard that doom 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 doom, I was
Marley
like,
Marl.
who is this? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it was also an education for a lot of us. It was
Yep.
a big time education. I was a big Run DMC fan. So,
Oh, yeah. Who wasn't? Yeah.
Run DMC, Houdini, the Fat Boys, UTFO, all those groups that we were hearing, even when Roxanne came out, we heard her voice.
Yeah.
It's like, man, the music was it had such a great impact. And I don't think that if we hadn't heard it at that time on HBK, I don't think we would have heard it as early as we heard it.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm putting my bottom dollar on that, man. And
Yeah.
you're right. I mean, for real, the sonic of that, even just the sonic of 88.5. I mean, we trying to catch the best reception we could get. Even that played a part. I like all that. JP Chill and all those guys, Collapse Star and all them. All that played a part to where we are right now.
Mm-hmm.
If we like it or not, want to speak up on it. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
even commercial radio, BMX, all that played a part.
Yeah.
In everything. I mean, it's like we can't even, as Chicagoans, we can't even speak really music without bringing up those stations in that era.
Yep.
From what was that? Maybe 82 to 92? No, I don't know, 94, something like that. All that, man. It was just it was like religion, bro.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Now let me ask you, how did you come up with your name, DJ Ram 100?
Well, it's very simple. Again, if you know me, I'm a simple person.
Okay.
If I'm acting like a DJ, you're gonna put DJ in there. It's just old school.
Right.
My name's Ramsey. Whoever know me know my name is Ramsey.
Gotcha.
Chop the SEY off. I'm from the hundreds. 100.
Gotcha. Okay.
Simple.
Yeah, that's like you say, self-explanatory.
I'm simple, man. Straight up. I'm very easy to deal with, easy to get along with, whatever, man. I keep it simple, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Now, did you have any?
How you come up with artistic? Now that's ill.
Well, I'm gonna tell you real quick. I actually used to call myself Awesome D back in the early 80s when I was breaking. And then in 1986, I changed my name to Artistic because I had already started doing graffiti and I wanted, I didn't like the name Awesome no more. So I was like, I want something different. And so I was looking through a tattoo magazine.
Yeah.
And this guy had on his hand right here, he had a tattoo that said Artistic Images.
Really?
And I was like, artistic. I was like, and then I started writing, how we got to test it out. So I started writing it on paper.
Tagging.
Yeah. So I was writing it on paper and I was like, it's kind of long. I was like, but I like that, and that's where I got my name from.
That's hard. That's hard. Artistic is dope. I was talking to my man Kreko, and he was like, yeah, I know Artistic, and he write, if you know.
Yep.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, Artistic, cool, and his name is just so dope. I was like, you know what, it really is, though. It's dope.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
And also, enough respect and homage and rest in peace to the almighty Orko.
Yes.
Ork One.
Yes.
Yeah. So he, which also had a real dope name. He was very, very unique brother. Very unique, and he will definitely be missed.
Yep.
One of the greats, one of the greatest writers of all that era too. You know what I'm saying? Straight up B-boy.
Yeah.
Hell of an artist too.
That's what's up.
Salute to Orko.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do right now, my brother, is we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll pick up where we left off. You all are watching the RYC Live Show, Rep Your City Fresh Friday segment, and we will be right back.
For sure.
Hey, yo, legends, where y'all at? We got a mission. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 7. Enough is enough.
On the corner, fireworks burst every night without a patriotic soul in sight. Time's running out. Time's running out. You can't teach what you don't know. You feel me? You feel me?
It's all so useless.
A lot of people use the term hip-hop, and they use the term hip-hop as rap music.
Get mojo, need unity. Stop the violence.
Whoop your kid. Whoop your kid. Whoop your kid.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Wanna fight once more, my style. Fight me. We came here to battle.
Bruce Lee in the mix, right here, RYC Live. Tell me, I did not just beat him.
You're pretty good.
Welcome back to the RYC Live Show, Rep Your City Fresh Fridays, and we have our special guest, DJ Ram 100.
Yep.
Yeah. So, all right. So, I think, I was talking to, and I've had this conversation a couple times, and it keeps coming up, but, and I wanted to ask your opinion. Because I wonder what Chicago would have been like if we had a record company here in Chicago that would have been able to put artists on from Chicago. We had DJ International and we had a couple of house labels.
Tracks.
But when it came to hip hop, cats were always trying to go outward, to New York, other areas to try to get on. And I just wonder what Chicago would have been like if we had a Russell Simmons here, or Sylvia Robinson for that matter, to kind of really plant the seeds and the roots of our soil to create a label that would be able to nurture and develop artists coming up out of Chicago so that they didn't have to leave. What's your opinion on that?
Well, first of all, I thought of that too long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to talk to some of the dope dealers around my neighborhood, and I used to ask them that. Why don't y'all start flipping y'all money and put some DJs on or get a club, get a record label? I even said that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was scared to take chances, man.
Mm.
Because you're not gonna make that money back real quick.
Mm-hmm.
What you got, like 5-7 years, still just trying to build up your empire, whatever, before you start seeing something.
Right.
I mean, I work in corporate America now, so I learned a lot of that stuff. I mean, just now and all these silly meetings and all that crap. But just far as that could have been done. That could have been done easily.
Mm-hmm.
That could have been done. Nobody, again, it goes back to people scared to take chances, man. Everybody want to stay in a sweet spot.
Yeah.
We are more interested in being consumers.
Yeah.
It's easier that way, just to be a consumer, a buyer, you know what I mean, than a provider.
Yeah.
To some people.
Yeah.
And I think in the long run, that would have been great.
Yeah.
That would have been great because we were so busy just buying from other places in other states and everything. But shout out to Trax Records and all them. And what was that? Underground, what was that? What was the other first one you said?
Oh, DJ International.
DJ International.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
they pulled it off.
Yeah.
SNS Records, Steve
Yeah.
Hurley and
Mm-hmm.
oh boy,
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, they gave it a shot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I think in the long run, it would have made more businessmen
Mm-hmm.
than anything, and we would have been more self-sufficient right about now. You know, because I still think we're in a buyer's mode all the time. The next best thing to come out.
Yeah.
Shout out to Vice Versa and Scrap Dirty. They just put out a project which is hot. Vice project is hot. It's dope.
Yeah. Shout out to Vice.
Yeah, I recommend anybody support that. Him and Scrap, man. I think it's another partner in there, but it's hard. It's dope. But it's never too late.
Yes.
It's never ever too late. So we still can do that. I mean, I think we need to do it collectively though.
Yeah.
Like all the people that's, how could I say it? The people that know better should do better. They should just do better. You know, if I come back to the crib, I'll try to get you, a couple other brothers, and try to make something happen.
That's
I
what's
mean,
up.
you're gonna take an L, man. You're gonna take an L in the beginning or whatever, but in the long run, if you do your business right, you know, it can happen.
Speaking of which, we got our brother checking in saying, "Yo, my brother."
Oh man, that's the dude right there. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Look how that happened. Look how that just happened. That's my guy.
Shout out to Vice.
Hey man, Vice been with me a long time, bro. I see Vice evolve from Vice never was little, man. He came in with his chest out.
Yes, sir.
You know, Vice is a hustler.
Yes, sir.
He's a hustler. He wear a lot of hats, man.
Yeah.
Vice ain't scared, man. He ain't scared. I mean, it's a lot of good dudes. IMF, the old crew, IMF, Chin Check and all them, Ill and all them, Madcore. It's a lot of dope crews in Shy.
Oh yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
That's not even mentioned like they should be mentioned.
Right.
But I would bring it up in conversation, Jack. Straight up. They're dope.
Look what he just typed in. He says, "I've been watching, man," and then he says, "Ram discovered me out there."
Yeah. I just kind of pushed him forward a little bit. Vice was already 10 toes down. I just helped push him like you know, he got around a lot of those guys, Little Ray, GQ, and all those guys at the spot where me and DJ Spin was at the spot. Okay. And you know, you put Vice in a situation. I mean, he's gonna go in. He's going in. He's not an opportunist like that. Right. He's a go-getter.
Yes.
And he's a real artist.
Yeah.
He's a real artist for real. And I always had total respect for Vice. Always.
That's what's up.
I always gave my 2 cents.
Yeah.
And it mattered to Vice. It mattered to Vice. And he also gave me threw me a couple gems, you know. So it's good to be around cats like that.
That's what's up.
Because if you're not around guys like that, you're gonna have some dull ass steel, man. You gotta be around cats like that.
Yeah. Well, much love, brother Vice. We appreciate you, man. He came down and blessed us at the museum with a performance, you know, and you know, I was very impressed, man. Very impressed because you know it's always good to see authenticity behind artists, man.
Yep.
And you know, and I already know, you know, I've been around for a moment myself, and I already know that we have tons and tons and tons of talented brothers and sisters coming up out of the Shy. You know, and then that's the reason why we're doing what we're doing to kind of continue to preserve, you know, the creative people that exist here in Chicago.
Yep.
Yeah. And
this for Vice. Salute.
Yeah.
He's a beersman too.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's my dog. That's my dog.
Let's talk a little bit about the objective of a DJ. I don't know if you heard a little while back, but there was this DJ, and I'm gonna just put it out there, going by the name of DJ Academics. and you know what's funny is I had never even heard of him prior to the thing that overflowed online, but it was like, people were he was doing all this yik yakking, but then people were like, he calls himself a DJ, but when does he DJ? so,
Well,
so can we talk a little bit about the objective of what the duty of a DJ is?
I never got that about dude,
Okay.
the academics guy.
Uh-huh.
I never really even got his podcast or all the other stuff that he just the gibberish or whatever.
Yeah.
If it makes good TV, there's always a market for someone to be in tune with you, to follow you, check you out.
Right.
And that's the power of social media.
Right.
I mean, anybody could be whoever they say they are,
right,
until they have to prove it.
Mm-hmm.
It got saying that, it got down to the fact that DJ Khaled, he had to start proving something.
Yeah.
He started doing little skits of him spinning and DJing.
Right.
But I always knew Khaled was dope. Other people just didn't know that because Khaled was in a lot of battles back in the day.
Okay.
Khaled's hard.
Yeah.
I mean, where he at now is he don't have to prove that. But Khaled was really dope. But this other guy you just brought up, I mean, he's I guess he's a millionaire off of just doing what he do.
Yeah.
Power of marketing.
Well, and the point that I'm trying to make is, as
we could get back to the topic though.
Yeah, as practitioners of the elements of hip hop, we always found it necessary for you to participate in the element. So in other words, I can't run around and say I'm a graffiti writer, but I ain't doing no graffiti. You know what I'm saying? I can't say I'm a DJ, but I ain't touching no tables. I can't say that I'm an MC, but I ain't touching no mic. So, but and I think even in today's generation, there is a lot of misunderstanding as to what a practitioner really is, because you got some people that'll just buy a hat that says I'm an MC, I'm hip hop, and they put the hat on and they think that's all it takes. So my question again to you was, what's the objective of a DJ?
The skill set.
Mm-hmm.
The skill set of a disc jockey. For those that don't know, DJ is short for disc jockey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think first of all, you got to know music.
Mm.
You got to know when and where and how to play music.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have enough of a variety of music for any crowd. Again, it's going back to what I said earlier. You cannot be a DJ if you're stuck in one genre.
Mm-hmm.
You can know how to play that music and that genre. You might get it just because of being a gatekeeper or someone know your name, because they keep putting your name out there. Who? They're gonna figure like Jill and Jack and Bob gonna figure you can play anything.
Right.
So they might offer you a trip overseas, a trip here, a trip there, and say, go kill him.
Mm.
Now you looking like this. I can't play that.
Right.
I can't play that because I spent the last 20 years playing Grace to God.
Yeah.
And Cheryl Lynn and Run DMC.
Right.
And whoever, because it's the genre that I started with and practiced with, and now I mastered it. And but I'm gonna make it till I fake it. You get it, and you might bomb.
Yeah.
You'll take the offer because greed comes in and pride comes in and beating on your chest and all that shit comes in. But you got to know how to play music. You got to know music and you got to know a crowd. And if you don't know that crowd, you got to be able to read that crowd and play for that crowd. You can't be limited, man.
Mhm.
Number one thing for a DJ, remember, guys, you cannot limit your skill set.
Yes.
Also, a real DJ got to know how to do a few tricks.
Okay. Okay.
Don't rely on today's technology, because now you can spend $2,000 for a mixer that basically you could talk to it. It could do whatever you wanted to do.
Right.
When the technology is gone, or that button break, or whatever the case, or your laptop goes out, you got to still be able to have a couple empty crates in your closet to go to your collection or whatever. You got to be ready for the disaster, man.
Gotcha.
You got to take the good with the bad with the good.
Okay.
For real.
Okay.
And if you have any sense as a DJ up and coming, you better have a day job. Why I say that? Because a lot of people are just, it's like crabs in a barrel right now.
Mm.
If artistic is DJing, and artistic got a set price, he's charging $200 an hour. You're gonna get Johnny right around the corner who's been DJing for 2 years. He's gonna charge 55 or 75, and he playing the same music.
Mm-hmm.
So the buyer, consumer, who just want to party, who gonna spend $5,000 on liquor, they're gonna go with Lil Johnny. It doesn't matter. No one cares no more.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I guess that's why the gatekeepers are gatekeepers, and they just like, and I guess that's where promoters come in, because promoters know, or whatever the case, and people are willing to spend the money for the real art, the real artistry. But as a DJ, man, you got to be prepared. How are you going to be a guy that could put in a water heater and all you got is a hammer and a wrench?
Right.
You got to have everything.
Right.
Anything could go wrong.
Yeah.
You got to have a soldering gun. You got to have a welding gun. You got to have. You're gonna need a partner to help you get it up to 2 flights of stairs.
Exactly.
But nobody want to bring people in. Everybody want to do it themselves. And you gotta have a crew, man. You gotta have one guy with you, or whatever the case. You got to bring people up. These guys, they're not bringing people. They're not helping people get it. Whatever. That's just my opinion.
Okay.
They can say I'm wrong or whatever they want to say. I don't care.
Mm.
I don't care.
Mm.
I don't care. I'm good.
Okay.
But I try to help as many people as I can help.
Yes.
I live by that.
That's what's up.
I've done that, and I got shitted on. That don't mean I'm gonna stop helping.
Yeah. Because I do think that that's important. Each one teach one to some degree. Because,
absolutely.
In many cases we hurt ourselves and others when we don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's crazy. You grow more like that.
Right.
That's how you grow.
Right.
That's how you grow.
We got Jennifer McGee checking in. She says, my favorite DJ.
That's Jen. She's dope. Matter of fact, she has Jennifer has helped me out with a couple like weddings and stuff like that lately. But
that's what's up.
I'm cool. I'm cool with any and everybody, man. Anybody that supports the cause of the art form or whatever it is, I'm willing to rock with you. I will rock with you, bro.
Okay. All right. Let's talk a little bit about specs. Let's talk a little bit about your particular preference in terms of equipment.
What do I use?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm using the DJM9 mixer. I have a couple of backup mixers and stuff like that, as everybody should.
Okay.
I'm using the Pioneer PLX 1000s. Okay. That's my go-to.
Okay.
Also do controller things. I have Pioneer controller. You need to know exactly the kind I got.
Oh no. Just
okay.
Just and can you also talk a little bit about, because I remember DJs having this conversation with the transition from and I mean some people got both, but the transition and would I say the difference between using the turntable platform versus the decks?
Okay. Oh, well, it took me a while
Okay.
because I was just so stuck on the 12-inch of the size, the manipulation of a 12-inch,
Right.
and so that even just getting digitized took me a while.
Mm.
Um, but it works for circumstances. It works for certain things like weddings or whatever the case is.
Hmm.
I'm really not going to bring out turntables unless, I mean, someone got them there. I rock with turntables. They got the kind that I want to be on.
Right.
I will rock with tables. I mean, any day over a controller, I will.
Okay.
As long as it give me what I need to do. I mean, doing weddings and doing small gigs, a controller is efficient.
Okay.
Suffice. It's
Gotcha.
fine. It's nothing wrong. I mean, matter of fact, what works for you?
Hmm.
That's all it is. I mean, some guys bring out one turntable and a mixer. They
Mm.
do a whole 4-hour gig.
Yeah.
It's how you know how to flip it, how you know how to work it.
Gotcha.
Technology. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But my go-to is PLX 1000 Pioneer turntables and the DJ M9 mixer.
Okay. Okay. How do you for because there are still some hard knock DJs out there that I mean some people like are sticklers still want to they're exclusive to the vinyl, but how do you get your records? Because I know we used to go to to stores like Gramophone and Dr. Wax, but since those stores are no longer in existence, how do you get when you do buy wax? How do you get it?
Well, the wax that I'm buying right now got to be dope. It better be dope.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just not gonna buy wax just to say I'm a purist.
Uh
I
huh.
did. I got a whole garage full of Chicago wax. Okay,
Okay.
in my mom's garage. So
Hmm.
what I buy vinyl wise is something that I think will hold value.
Mm.
It kept its value, and I try to watch um, generic copies. Because you could go on Amazon, you could get copies, and it's not the original. I try to stick with the originals.
Okay.
But as far as my music goes, I use MP3s.
Okay.
Again, I support artists, either Bandcamp or wherever. I dig.
Mm.
Like I really, really dig. I spend a whole weekend buying music on a regular basis.
Mm.
Or I could go to um, anywhere. I go to places that most people would drive past that they're selling vinyl in. And I try to get, I just try to get copies of originals. And um, I won't say I'm a purist,
Mm-hmm.
but to somebody, I'm sure I am,
Right.
because that's a whole nother argument. 'Cause then you get other guys who don't even spin. I know guys who don't even DJ
Mm-hmm.
that got mad vinyl.
Right. Right. Right.
Crazy. I mean, crazy. And they spend $20, $40, $60 a copy. I
Wow.
mean, these are purists. DJs buy it like tools, okay? These are tools to work with.
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna buy it, and I'm gonna rock with it, whatever the case, or I'll get this MP3, whatever works. I get this MP3, or my buddy got, and my buddy makes something, I'm gonna support it. You know what I'm saying, or whoever the case. So it doesn't really matter to me, as long as it's not a super bootleg or sound crappy or whatever like that. I mean, I ain't gonna do that because it's gonna sound like crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, I got gems behind me. I got gems in there. I got records everywhere. But who's gonna carry 12 crates out now?
Right. 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 Right.
Let's
Right.
keep it a buck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's gonna
Yeah.
carry 12 crates out?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that doesn't mean you have to have CDJs. You can have your controller. You can have your laptop and still rock. I mean, bring your MacBook or whatever you're gonna do and get it popping.
Yeah.
The point is to serve the crowd, serve the
Yeah.
people.
Exactly. At
It
the end
ain't
of the
what
day,
you use. It ain't what you use. It's how you did it.
I agree.
Like
I
if
agree.
you listen to the Mad Lib story, Mad Lib said he got the trashiest fucking production equipment to others.
Mm,
Let them tell it. He just have an iPad.
mm.
And
Yeah.
how many gyms Mad Lib made?
Right.
So it's all how you use what you got,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah.
And you got purists showing their equipment. I mean, you got equipment sites. Look at my setup. Hell, I'm on one or two of them or whatever. But these guys, they trying to top the next guy every other week. They add it to their equipment, and that's dope. If you can do that, God bless the child. He got his own. If you
Right.
could do that, or whatever the case. Again, that goes to marketing. That goes to social media. That goes to, again, if you got a day job, you could buy shit like this because nobody's with the crab in the barrel theory and the way people cut and throat everybody, stabbing everybody in the back and gatekeepers and all that shit. Good luck if you get a good paying DJ job.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it goes back to the essence. In order to be dope, you got to love what you're doing.
Yeah.
You got to love it. You can't do it for beer, chicks, drugs, get your name on a flyer, whatever. You got to love it. In order to be the best, you have to love it, what you're doing. That's the only way you're going to be successful. And it may not come overnight.
Mm.
It takes time. It takes a couple slaps on the back of your head. It takes a couple L's. But never give up. Never give up. I don't feel I'm 100% there because I'm always going to strive and be honest with you, be totally honest with you. Where I'm at, away from everybody and all the competition and the hate and all the bullshit, I could focus on me and do me better.
Mm.
I don't have no distractions.
That's what's up.
Now, do I tap in? I do tap in. I'm friends of everybody. I'm your friend's friend. And I check everything out and I'm not stuck. I can go back. I can do whatever I want to do. But I like you'll get the best work out of me by me being out the way.
Okay.
I'm out the way. I'm out the way. And I love it. I love because when my homie come up here and we sharpen steel and everything like that, for hell, if I talk to a JMD, if I talk to anybody like that, you get technology, you could do it any way you want to do it. You don't have to be in the crowd, or I don't have to hobnob with the hobnobbers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to do that, man. If you got it right here and you really love what you're doing, you could be anywhere. Why do you think some of these guys go in mountains of Omaha to record their music? To get better focus.
Wow.
Sometimes you got to do that. And it's great to have a bunch of dudes around you and a bunch of people swapping external drives and all that shit, but you're not growing that way. You're not growing. You got to be that sole individual to get it out the mud, Jack.
Mm.
You got to get it out the mud, man. And guess what? They like you. They like you. If they don't, it might affect you a little bit, but it may make you stronger.
Mm. Okay. So, let me ask you this. What's one of your favorite DJs from New York? One that you really enjoyed listening to?
That I like listening to or that I follow, study?
Either or.
Either or.
Uh-huh.
From New York, more or less? Or can we say just East Coast?
Yeah.
Green Lantern.
Okay. All right.
I like DJ Green Lantern. SNS.
Okay.
DJ Cash Money is one of the illest ever.
Nice.
He's not from New York, but DJ Cash Money is.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, Jeff is. He's more commercial based right now, but hey. Jeff playing no games though. Don't get it twisted.
Okay.
and you know who's nice though? Who's even nice? Tony Touch is nice.
Okay. Okay.
You know, I mean, it's again, man, it's how your perception of them.
Okay.
You know,
All right.
I really like I really like DJ Mr. Thing.
Okay.
He's from the UK. DJ
Okay.
Coco from I think Coco's from Korea or Japan.
Okay.
I mean, cats like that that's open format DJs are who I follow, like really study right now, and you know, and I chop and some of them I chop it up with them online, and we talk all the time.
Okay. All right. Name one that you have liked and studied back in the day or even today from Chicago.
I always thought Steve Hurley was dope.
Okay. Okay.
Steve Hurley was, and he still is dope.
Okay.
Um, DJ Greg Gray is dope. We're talking house.
Okay.
My buddy Keith is dope.
Okay.
Hell, rest in peace, Al. Al is dope. Marky G. All the guys from around my way were actually at that time. Now that I think back, they were above their time. They were ahead of themselves. I think a lot of the sensationalism got into play with a lot of DJs now.
Yeah.
Credit to Jamie 326 from around my way.
Okay.
Jamie's hard. Jamie played no games. He played no games. I mean, but a lot of people are. Jamie just recently, or what I want to say is not recently, but Jamie built a tier level.
Okay.
Jamie 326 that other DJs got a house DJs rather. And I'm not just discounting him as playing just that genre because I know if you're good, you could play whatever. But as far as what he do, a lot of guys got to catch up to his glamour right now because it's a new skill set.
Yeah.
And evolution. You got to keep evolving.
Yeah.
If you don't evolve and you're still stuck on, I'm work with this promoter because he give me girls after the party. He gets me coke after the party. I mean, it become a sweet spot. You may become an addict.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Just keep it a buck. I'm just saying. But when it comes to some DJs, no, I'm coming to kill the whole shit. That's it. I'm coming to kill it. And I think Jamie is right. Jamie is there, and he just built a bar, and that's my guy. And I'm not saying that because that's my guy. I think I used to study Greg Gray when my buddy Keith went to college at Xavier. You know, hell, I was hanging around DJ Greg Gray from out west. I mean, there's so much talent at the crib, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just how they do it. It's how they do it and their vibe, their aura. They could be talented, just a trashy ass person.
Right. Right.
Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, and when you're working for yourself, you need to ease up. Get humble.
Yeah.
A little bit. You still could be dope, but be a little humble, man. Straight up. I ain't out nobody. I ain't here for that shit. I ain't doing that, but I've seen the best and the worst, bro. Yeah, I'm good. But some of those guys, Hurley is iconic, of course, is DJ, producer, remixer, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Always liked him. Farley's nice. He was nice in his era. I mean, whatever. Peely Fresh came from New York, and he rubbed elbows with the Chicago community, hip hop based. Peely was a hell of a good dude. Rest in peace. I think Pete is nice. Jesse is a nice guy. Jesse's nice on the turntable. Jesse, one of the original open format DJs. Jesse's dope. I mean, where we at with it? We could go on and on. You know what I'm saying? And I have no problem big upping those guys. I mean, we don't probably have to talk every day. It doesn't matter. We talk we're talking about the art form.
Right.
I don't put a non-personal. It's all business, and I respect the arts.
Right. Okay.
You know, so
So now let me ask you, how can, for the viewers that's tuned in, how can they follow you to hear more of what you're doing today?
I'm on Mixcloud. I just got back on Mixcloud. I thought they was being funny for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I got back on Mixcloud. I'm on Patreon under DJ Ram 100. You'll find me there, Mixcloud. I'm not big on Twitter, doing Twitter or Instagram like that.
Okay.
Too many nudes and shit on Instagram and people selling body and shit. You know, I ain't. Hey, do your thing. I'm cool with that, but nah. As far as the music goes, yeah,
Okay.
Mixcloud and Patreon.
Patreon.
And you see, I do a couple little things on Facebook. I use it, you know, for what it is. I know we're gonna get hit, but I
Yeah.
ain't scared to get hit. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's just social media. Whatever. I could
Mhm.
do excerpts. I could do 10-minute excerpts. But if I'm going, I'm going.
That's what's
Whatever.
up. That's what's up.
You want it? You want the full thing? You can reach me. Call me, text me, hit me up on Facebook Messenger. Hey man, I want the full. They give me the full joint. Whatever. I
That's
do it.
what's up.
Whatever.
All right. Well, we definitely want to hear you give us a little sample of what you got going on with your tables back there. But before we do that, what would be your word of advice to any up and coming DJ that's new, or any DJ that's struggling, to become a better DJ? What will be your words of wisdom?
Well, I think I gave a lot of advice to a lot of DJs or whoever. Is if you want to listen,
Okay.
it's all about how they take it in. But my best general advice would be to not play what you like.
Mm.
You can play what you like at home, practice.
Mm-hmm.
You can practice off of what you like
Mm.
to get better. Know how to read a crowd. Play music. Play variety.
Gotcha.
Play a variety, a decent amount of variety. Be able to play a variety of music.
Okay.
Be able to do a few tricks. I mean, but you can't trick out at a party unless it's a hip hop party, as if a battle, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't. Even that gets annoying.
Right.
So you got to know when to stop that, all that, because now it's almost like video gaming.
Yeah. So in other words, like you say, you really got to be a good reader as a DJ.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, I think that's a key point, because if you're not paying attention to the audience, you're gonna miss the boat, so to speak. You know what
And a
I'm
lot of
saying?
them don't. A
Yeah,
lot of new guys don't.
yeah,
And respect to the old school dudes who know how to read their crowd.
right.
I mean, they know how to they know it. They got it. It's okay. They have mastered that.
Right.
But the point, can you master something else? Can you move on and do something else though?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you got it. If you're trying to really, really, really be successful, you got to know how to do it all. Hell, you got to even start producing.
Right. They go hand in
Yeah.
hand.
Because you want to evolve.
Right. Right.
You can only DJ so long. You can only stand up DJing so long and dancing around DJing like your crowd. That shit, you're gonna be 60. You're gonna be 65. So you sit down, get your gaming chair, get you a couple dolls, get you a couple, NPCs. What I'm just saying, if this is your thing.
Right.
It's all about evolution, man. You gotta evolve. You gotta change with the time. You can't keep talking about back in the day,
Yeah.
because you're gonna be stuck back in the day.
Yeah.
You gotta talk about. You gotta push the narrative for the future. Like, what's technology is changing. While we doing this right now, somebody's tweaking and changing technology right now. So you gotta You got to be in the know-how. That don't mean you got to hobnob and you got to get along with it just to get along. You got to be in this field. You have to be an individual.
Right.
You have to be an individual. It's going back to like the MCs back in the day. They couldn't bite. Nobody could bite Dougie Fresh style because Dougie would know it. And you blackballed in. You're done. I mean, you have to, it's going back to that. Like, how many people bit Drake right now? Sounding like Drake or we there?
Yeah, we're here. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm just saying, you got to be creative. You got to keep evolving.
Yeah.
So, as a DJ, you could take bits and pieces from some of your favorites, but you still got to do you. You know what I'm saying? Like I could watch DJ Cash Money. I could watch my man Vice perform. I go to a whole Vice concert, even if it's out of state, whatever the case. God willing, if I'm allowed to, with my other schedule and all that. I'm just saying, but that don't mean I'm gonna bite his style.
Right.
That's not gonna make me start writing and MCing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna respect what he's doing, and I'm gonna try to pull people in to hear him. And we gotta start doing that too, even as DJs. A lot of DJs shit on each other.
Yeah.
They lowball each other, price-wise or whatever the case. Or they just become the basic, what's the easiest thing for them to do? Just be a fucking hater.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's whack, man.
All right, y'all. Well, y'all heard it from DJ Ram 100 himself. You know, get rid of the haters mode. I totally 100% agree with you on that.
They're going to stay around, bro.
Look. I feel like, you know, again, the more we can embrace one another, the more we can prosper as a people, you know. And,
yes, sir.
and again, hey, man, you know, we just celebrated 50 years of hip hop, bro.
Yes, we did.
And that was by no accident.
Yep. Yep.
So, you know, so we should be proud to be able to be a part of the culture and the movement and all the other great things that have come out of our culture from Chicago and just in general, you know what I'm saying? Because it's such a beautiful thing to see. So, yes. You know, without further ado, man, I really want to just thank you for coming on the show. But I want you to give I want you to give the people a little taste of what you got back there behind you.
Well, you put me on the spot earlier, and I didn't know I had to do something, so I didn't really have nothing lined up. But all
right.
I don't know what happened. I'm cutting off all my other stuff. Maybe it's affected me. But all right, man.
Yeah.
I'll do a little something.
All right. All right.
Hopefully you can see it and catch it from here. It ain't gonna be nothing spectacular, but
yes, sir. All right, y'all. He's about to give us a little taste, so let's check it out.
Over. I might start off with some my man Vice. I got something for him.
Okay.
This is what happens when you put Vice and Ty in the studio, 2 o'clock in the morning, here at the Air Conservatory. What? These niggas ain't knowing Which way it's coming from? Must have been knowing which way it's coming from. Must have in the spot, man, I be blowing hot spots up like I was a bomb, atomic. Y'all niggas all on my nuts. You're on it. Now watch the way I do it. My styles, I flaunt it. You ain't really get it. You ain't really gonna understand what I do, boy. It's like a sauna, hot heater, burning like the summer. Watch the way I do it over the funky drummer. Tie healing vice up in this bitch. Here we come. Here we come. You ain't ready for where he aiming at. Y'all niggas ain't ready. Watch when I come over. Drums, the tie heel, put the bombs over. Exploding all in your ear. Gasm when you hear vice first here. Straight from the top of the brain. Step on V up on this bitch. Make them jump like House of Pain. I can get back on beat and get off the beat on quickly. Do it like this. Vice is sick, ugly. Over beats like COVID-19. Niggas dying off vaccines. Here we come for real, nigga. All up in your eyes like Visine. The real nigga, the field nigga. The house niggas get played to the background. Killing niggas with the nouns. That's person, places, and things. When I rock teams, it's vice versa. Up in this bit, just like bling. That's how I'm shining. Dying.
Each Sunday dawn went to church. 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 It's a mention virgin. Kid pushed up, virgin. Kid pushed up, don't let it in. Since he made her laugh and all the other girls are sweating. Then things started without pause. Couple of months later, ladies pushing for the draw. Under fresh, exchanging glance. No one finally gives it sexual answers. Although it was a mad high court dances. Although it was a mad high court for her. Cause after the thrill was gone, so was the lust for her.
We good? You with me? I ain't call you.
Hey.
Yo.
I thought you yelled my name.
Huh?
I thought you yelled my name.
I ain't gonna yell your name, but I gotta get back to my man.
Where?
Tell him down there with me.
What am I doing?
Huh?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I was out of the frame for a moment there.
Oh, you good, family?
So
you good?
yeah. Hey man, that was fire, man. I love that.
Yeah, just a little something, man.
Yeah.
Gratitude to you, man. Just a little something.
Yeah. Well, hey man, I just want to thank you, man, first of all, for taking the time out your busy day to be with us here on the platform. And I look forward to seeing you, man, when you get a chance to come to Chicago so we can kick it.
Yeah, give me a couple weeks, man. I'm touching right down with you first and foremost, man. And that's a promise.
Word.
Straight up.
Appreciate that, man.
And as a disclaimer, I love all the artists. I love all the DJs, man. I truly do.
That's what's up.
Because in order for me to keep doing this, I gotta respect it, and I
Yeah.
respect what everybody do. I don't, it ain't like it maybe came out, but I really respect guys putting in the work
That's what's up.
for real, because it's a lot of guys putting in that work for real,
That's what's
and
up.
they living off of just DJing, and to live off of just DJing, you got to be damn good. Shout out to Gene Hunt, like guys like Gene or whoever, like those guys. I mean, they getting it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I love that shit, man. That's for real, for real.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, man. Well, hey, man, keep up the great work, man. We will catch you back on the
Absolutely.
rebound. And hey, you all have just watched another great episode of Rep Your City Fresh Fridays. And we'll be back again next Friday with another episode right here on the same channel at 8 p.m. Also, I'd like to just let you all know, for anyone that's available tomorrow, if you're free tomorrow, you can come by Columbia College. We're going to be at the B Series event tomorrow. Full day of that taking place at Columbia. Here is actually the flyer. The B Series B Long Jam. It's actually going to be tomorrow as well as Sunday. We're going to have a panel discussion and a whole host of dancing going on, hip hop style, and a couple of other different styles is going to be displayed there as well. So yeah. So if you get a chance, come on down tomorrow. We'll be there. And then they'll also be there on Sunday, and we'll have a little pop up down there from the Chicago Hip Hop Heritage Museum. For those that have not gotten a chance to come to the museum, we'll have a piece of the museum on display at the B Series tomorrow to check out.
That's what's up, man.
So
that's hard,
man.
right there.
Yeah,
that's hard.
Yes, sir. So
it's good for the community, bro. That's dope.
Yes. So hey, man, appreciate you, man. One love to you and all your contributions, man, to the game. And yeah,
man. Over, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
It ain't over.
Yeah. All right, my brother. Well, you be easy. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll be in touch sooner than later.
Peace and blessing, Artistic.
All right, man.
Be cool, man.
I'm Artistic, and I'm out. We'll see you all next week. Peace.
All right, my friend. Be cool.